On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 What you know about juice? Making the moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 AlexOCrypto.
Good morning, Otter gang, gang. What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Happy hump day. Woohoo. We're getting humped, man. Bitcoin getting humped. That's for damn sure. Hopefully you're all having a beautiful morning. We'll see head and shoulders, knees and toes. Looks like it's breaking down right now. Is the low end. We had the sweep last night. We got long. The gang got long and everybody felt the FOMO, and now it's right back to where it started. Typical bear market price action. Let's see where we're going. Let's get into it. Is the low in for June? Yes. June and July. No. Very, very simple question. Do we need to go lower? A little lower and a little slower. Insert rude comment. What's going on, everybody? Head and shoulders, knees and toes. My son loves that song, man. Toes. He goes, toes. Toes. So good. Oh, we got the long yesterday. A couple of trades yesterday. Oof, my goodness. We got long down here. Trade setup given in advance in the Discord. Everybody messaging me. Man, I was sleeping. Set an alert. Wake up. Execute. Oh, here we go. Dumping into our golden pocket retracement level right now, everybody. Ooh, wee. I don't think I want a long just yet. This thing is looking nasty. Look at this thing. Oof. We got long down here. We took this puppy up, and she ain't got no legs. She's just looking weak. So can we hold the golden pocket here? I'm looking for a reaction down in here right now. Clearly below VWAP. Clearly not pushing back. Any pushback has been met with clean rejection, really. But hey ho, we've been crushing this market anyways. Who cares, right? Who cares? We've been up, down, all around. Funky town. Happy July 4th weekend or weekday. We got we're probably putting in a lot of probably putting in a lot of price action today to set up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the unemployment rate. the least we could do is give you guys a giveaway. So we're going to do a $1,500 giveaway today as well, which is going to be nice for everybody. Been some big winner chicken dinners. And, I mean, Solana's outperforming. Solana looks good. Continuation up here. Bitcoin, no legs. Breaking down right now. No trades open right now. I have since closed my trades, okay? I pay myself. I mean, that's kind of, I'm not this. I held this overnight. I woke up this morning. I saw it. We took the long with the Discord last night. I even went live in the Discord. Made $1,000 on this thing. Okay, down at the lows at that SFP. Happy days, man. That's it, right? We continue to show up and execute as best as we can, and we've done a really good job as a community, and we'll continue to do that. Happy hump day, everybody. So what am I talking about jobs tomorrow? We definitely have some good fun here. Good fun. And Fed Chair speaking today. Where are we supposed to watch this? Is this going to be on like Fox Business or something? Fed Chair Warsh? Oh, man. This guy going to rug us. He's going to rug us. Nice pushback here. Front running that golden pocket. Continuation down here. Oof, retest to previous lows. It says short. Considering a short. Breakdown retest. We got 3 drives up at the lows too. I don't know, man. Into golden pocket. That's the issue right now. Like, this would be nice continuation. Measured move would be this thing right here. You put this guy here. That'd be your measured move, but I'm not feeling that trade right now. I'm probably going to regret not shorting it. Put a 2 in the chat if you are short. Put a 1 in the chat if you're short from the sweep last night. I need to know, guys. And it seems like a bunch of y'all like the wick test video, man. Did you like it? I got my my AI to edit it. So I took out all the and then I took out, and I got text put on the bottom. And I hope to be teaching you guys some of my techniques, okay? I worked with this French guy, and he was a good carpenter. His name was Pierre. And he used to go, nice technique, okay? He used to go, instead of nice technique, nice technique. Guys, why didn't we short? What a namby-pamby I am. Holy smokes. Alex, weak sauce, man. Oof. Oh, man. Well, we missed a trade now. Let's see if we FOMO. I ain't about to FOMO, guys. 2's in the chat, baby. Let's go. Bloomberg Live, YouTube. Maybe. Probably. That's a maybe probably. Okay. I don't know about maybe probablys, bro. Maybe probablys. Got a new video coming out today too, man. I'm gonna just hit you guys with all these new videos and stuff. It's weird though, like my subscriber count on YouTube has been going from like 21,450 to 21,390 and back again. It's like bouncing back and forth. Guys want to make sure you're still subscribed. That would be appreciated. But it's definitely being Canadian content suppressed. I guess they don't like what I say here. I mean, I can't keep it that formal, man. It's not in me to be formal. I think, you know, if we're a big bunch of weirdos sitting here clicking buttons together, why are we going to be formal? Let's just talk some shit and make some money, baby. SpaceX up for the day. Tesla, big pump yesterday. I told everybody in the Discord I bought at 380. We bought 10,000 right here. Look at that. That was a great buy on our Tesla. Good work, everybody. The long given and advanced as well from the lows here. Whoop. That was the long given to the Discord. Down here, it was down here on the green line. Looking for the pullback right now, potentially continuation up. We'll see. Gave the long at the green line here yesterday. Whew, what a trade. That was beautiful. Great work, everybody. Now into our golden pocket bounce level, but this thing is just dumping. Don't get in the way of this thing. Golden pocket 618 right now. Should have shorted. Let it go, baby. Down we go. Geronimo measured move is down to the red line here, guys. If you are short. So congratulations on your short. Can we continue down? Okay, we got a bunch of people who are saying good morning. We should say good morning to you guys as well. Thank you for being here. Why Crypto, good morning. Good to see you, Sonny. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Richard, Army, Piper, Shuntz, Brian, Bearded, Dusty, MRPRG, Milan, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Al, Marius, Shriyan, Pandy, time. Gang, baby. Let's go. It's good to see you, Shriyan. How you doing, man? How am I doing, Alexander G? I'm doing great. I mean, I got my my new super duper DeWalt weed trimmer yesterday, and I've been doing my grass. I mean, the homeowners here before, man, they had a dog, and this thing pissed all over the lawn, and the lawn looks like shite, right? So, and I did landscaping for over 3 years in the summers while I was getting, while I was doing my carpentry apprenticeship too. And I'm like a wizard with that trimmer, man. I can flip it upside down, do the edges, all that stuff. Like I did landscaping for a long time before I did carpentry. And I'm Italian, so I got to make the grass nice, Okay? You got to make the grass nice so you can play a little bit of bocce, Play the bocce ball, anybody? Lawn bowling. We call it bocce, okay? My grandfather, he used to cut it with the scissors sometimes, Love it. So Italian. The tomatoes, get the scissors, make it a sauce, you make the grass nice, and then, bada bing, bada boom, you're good. Bounce level here. I want to see, reversal here. That's where I want along. I'll let this bake a little bit. This is pretty aggressive coming down right now. Got to make it a sauce, man. Oof. Good to see you, Aaron. Laurent, Jack's Trades. Yeah, so so what I did is I went and I scalped it. I brought it down to the lowest level possible, the grass. And then I got a whole bunch of topsoil, manure, the good stuff, and then I top dressed the whole thing, and then I reseeded it with some beautiful Kentucky bluegrass, and gave it that Kentucky bluegrass seeding, and then I watered the living out of it, and hopefully it helps. So I'm on project number 5,000 of the house. My wife wants new floors. My wife wants me to replace some flooring. I'm like, you know how much floors cost? Honey. I don't call her honey. She hates that. I'm like, what's wrong with this floor? We just bought this floor. Good to see you. Trenchy, Shy Owl, Jack Trades, Jay Becker. Good morning. TRD Farmer, my man. How you doing? Solana's king, Crypto Jim. Let's be real. Working and lurking today. Like 15 is Dave Digital. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you and all you do. Thank you for being here. Juan Carlos, Philly Skills, Wagwan. My man, what's good? You see, Toronto Raptors, we got Kawhi Leonard 6 years later. Shut up, Injective. It's not time. It's not time, Injective. G1 Hoto, Paul IP. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. 223 people here. What's going on? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. If we could get those likes up, that would be much appreciated, everybody. We're here taking the trades, showing the trades every single day. Shanti, good to see you. Dependable. Jax, Lotus, Keen Bean, good morning. Cubanadian. Moving sucks so bad. Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's always more work. Alex looks absolutely virulent. Virulent. I don't know what that means, man. That's like way out of my poetic. I'm gonna guess it's good. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words, Wick. God bless you, man. Hope you and wifey are doing well. Peb, good morning. Good to see you. FJ, my man. One of the traders in the Discord. Spoon feeding constantly. Good to see you, bro. Teja. Cubanadian. Curtis Hill. Crypto Hung. My man. Lithuania. How about Mexico yesterday? Big win. Big win for Mexico. France looks unbeatable. 3-0. Right? Crypto Billy. Billy. My man. Billy believed in me, man. Crypto Billy in the chat. Everybody say good morning, Billy. God bless you and the family. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I miss you, Billy. Am I going to be able to see you in Nashville this upcoming next year this time? I better. I miss you, man. Hopefully you and the family are doing well. Crypto Dom, good to see you. Decent Crypto. Steve Hickey, Laurent, Vegas. The monthly candle sucks booty cheeks, I bet. Morning. Yay, he cut his hair. Yeah, we did. We did. GG's. Morning. Vegas Claw. Billy in here. B-Rad. Steve Hickey. Bad Doggy. Guy Kemp. My man from Fort Lauderdale. How you doing? Solana double top rotation down here. NASDAQ. Needs to come into here. Needs to come in back down to 29.9. SPY rounded top. So we had the head and shoulders here. This is a lower high so far. Tesla kind of pulling this thing up right now. Tesla's up 10-15%. Yeah. SPY still looks relatively strong. Not falling off a cliff. Tesla, my God. What a buy level. How's Micron doing? Oof, down pre-market. Okay, AMD down pre-market. A-Lab. Okay, interesting. I'm curious to see how Tesla performs today. If Tesla comes back and retests 405-ish, maybe. Let's keep an alert here just in case. I got too many charts open here. Tesla, yeah, we're good. Solana breaking down. Bitcoin breaking down as well. Very choppy. So not the scalper's delight, in my opinion. When you look at this price action, right? When you're scalping and price action's doing this, you're getting stopped out pretty quickly. Like you can see how these wicks are really interfering with your trade setup. So necessarily right now it's not looking that great for us as traders. We're scalp traders anyways. So we're looking for Warsh's speech. Warsh is speaking, right? Warsh speaking. Live? Is it live, the speech? At European Central Bank? No. Maybe Fox Business? Fox Business maybe has it. We'll see. Little pushback here. I like the candle pattern back here. Trying to push back into VWAP potentially here for a long. Golden Pocket 618 bounce. I thought this was going to be the one, guys. I thought we were going to take off here, and obviously it didn't. This is just pure weakness now, right? Like, we caught the long here, and look at that resistance level. Perfect. I mean, maybe a Discord member can tell me where the speech is. Why the heck is that full screen? Trying to push here. What's going on, Marine Mike? Good to see you, man. Where do we go short? So right now, we had the retest of previous lows for the short here, but right now it's a waiting game. The best place, in my opinion, right now is we're looking for the VWAP slap liquidity grab up top here for continuation down. We just had a retest of previous lows, continuation down as well from this wick here. But we are coming into our Golden Pocket 618, so potentially bottoming here and pushing out. Let's to see what Mr. the Chair says. No link. Anyone link for the Fed chair today? It's in half an hour, so we still have plenty of time to find it. Don't be sending me your wife's only toes, man. I ain't got the crypto to donate to stuff like that, man. Okay, Pad Gamer, good to see you. Overcome, good morning. Vegas Claw, Matt, how you doing? Vegas Army, Mint Machine, Steve Hickey, Karim, good morning. Lotus Style, Hot Mint Machine. Great long in the Discord last night. Yeah, that was awesome, man. We caught the, I mean, you caught the 585. You caught the tippy bottom. My alert didn't go off, man. My alert didn't go off. I see you guys. Look, Andy with the Solana long was downstairs cooking, listening to Wave Cipher, which is another trader in our Discord, and heard my TradingView macro alarm. Couldn't get to my computer fast enough and absolutely burnt the bottom. Fast enough to get the absolute bottom at the macro golden pocket. Got close enough though. Burnt my damn steak. AlexOCrypto 123 on the macro. That's SFP 126 now. Look at the entry, man. The gang was ready. G-Man. Great trade, bro. Incredible. Oh, good morning. What's going on, family? He wants to play golf this early? Hey, buddy, do you want to say hello to the gang? No. You don't want to say hello to the family? You want to play golf. You know it's 6:30 in the morning. You do. You're playing golf. I got like a little golf mat for putting in the basement. Are you gonna? You're not gonna come say good morning to your father. You're just gonna play golf. You don't want to say good morning? No. You want to come work? You don't want to work. You don't want to wake up and go to work. Are you going to come say hi? Is it too early? Okay, enjoy golf. My son would rather golf than come say hi to you guys. 6:30 in the morning. Absolute legend. Good morning, Toaster. Good to see you. 13. Steve Hickey, good morning. Aaron, good morning. Crypto Billy, God bless you. Good morning, man. He's dedicated already? I don't know, man. That's okay, brother. Yeah, I don't. He's there putting, man. I got like the putting mat. And he sits there and he hits balls, man. That is pretty. That is a pretty proud moment, yeah. Where do you pay for the Discord? AlexOCrypto.com, my friend. PGA loading? I don't know, man. That PGA is pretty competitive. You gotta be good, and then then there's PGA, man. I don't know. Golf is. I mean, if he wants to play it, he can play it. Of course, I'll support it, but it's a hard road, man. That's some competitive money business. I'm gonna go from being a carpenter hockey player to a posh twat golf dad. Go, we made it. Next thing you know, I'll be into what is that horse shit? Equestrian. What's it called? Where you like show off horses and stuff? Equestrian? I can't even say the damn word. And polo. We'll play golf, equestrian, posh horse things, and polo. Then you'll know. There will be signs, right? I've made it. I don't even know the first thing about that. I would be on my horse trying to jump off of it and body check people, you know? When Otter mini golf tournament? Maybe we do the mini golf tournament when we go to Nashville. We'll do Nashville mini golf Bitcoin conference, because the conference is kind of boring. It's more to hang out with you guys. Bloomberg television.
Some single names, some morning movers. Yahara has more. Hey, Yahara.
Hi, John.
Hi,
We start
Yahara.
with Nike. Shares are trimming losses, down just 1.4% now in the pre-market, as investors maybe start to focus on the good parts of the report because it did top earnings, but still in the red because of what management had to say about the quarter ahead, saying that
But you don't buy
they
Nikes?
expect the consumer to slow.
I think this is where we're going to get the worst trade here. All right? Put her on in the background. Stop looking at her like that, guys. She's just a news reporter. If you want to watch good news reporting, go watch Columbia Weather Report. That's the one, okay? We all know those South American chica bonitas doing the weather is where it's at, okay? I know you know too. Put a 1 in the chat if you know. If you know, you know. Come on. I know my audience. I don't have to prove it. All you guys watching that GG's to the South American weather reporters, right? You just want them to turn and point. That's all you want them to do, is do the turn and point. Look at the cloud over here. I mean, lie to me all day. Look at this weather. It's going to be sunny over here. And then it's going to be raining over here. Oh, man. Who cares about the weather at that point? What's going on? Crypto. King Crypto. My brother with the 50. Let's see some King Cryptos in the chat. GG's. Top of the morning, Otter gang. Look at all these lurkers, man. Shy Owl, good morning. Benny, good morning. JC, lurker. Brandon, lurker. Sultan, lurker. Oddtune, lurker. Sand, lurker. Jezzy, good morning. Gia, lurker. Aya, lurker. Gino. Where's the good mornings, guys? Like all these people. Khalifa, lurker. Definition, lurker. Roberto, lurker. Paul, good morning. Quantum Wolf, lurker. The occasional gambler, lurker. Eric, good morning. JC Brown, good morning. My God. Cape, lurker. Inner Peace, good morning. Daisy, lurker. Esso, good morning, man. Good to see you, man. Brandon, morning. Neo, good morning. Mug, lurker. Lurker. I think Matthew said good morning once. Good morning, lurker. My God. So many lurkers in here, man. All I ask is, like, the only thing, don't even hit the like button, man. Just say good morning, man. All these people in the background on their wanking chariots not even saying good morning. Pencil pocket protector people. You're watching the screen, watching me watch the screen, trying to click a button, man. Just say good morning. Trying to push back here out of our 618. No real strength, eh? King Crypto, God bless you, man. Thank you for the 50, man. Aaron, good morning. Kenzel, good morning. Jalee, lurker. Man, all these lurkers. Lurkers all around. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Not all mornings are good. As long as you got wood. Bad morning then. Bad morning. Bad afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good to see you, Dusty. Thank you for being here. My man. So Fed Chair expected to speak at 9 o'clock today. We've talked about this. The market is very, very choppy. The price is going down. We had an SFP last night that was given in advance in the Discord. We are looking for this thing to hold here. Okay? That's the idea. Buy level. We need some sort of reversal structure in here in order to justify hitting the buy button. I mean, we could scalp along this thing, but right now it just looks like it's bleeding out. Very, very ugly. We got long here in the Discord last night. We went live, took it with everybody. Incredible long. And now we wait. Now we wait for the setups to kind of come to us. When we're looking at market cipher, it doesn't look that great, guys. Let's take a quick peek here. The 4 hour, trying to push back red dot printing. Okay, three black crows in a row here. Not looking too hot here. So coming into market open, can we bounce out of this level? Right, it's just been bleeding out slowly. We got bullish divergence in here, but the bull divs aren't bull diving. I wonder why, because we're in a downtrend, right? So the bull divs aren't bull diving. We have our flip zone here. We failed to get above. We failed to get above the retest of previous lows. This is a breakdown, continuation down. Okay, we have our buy levels lower. Do we need to go lower? Not necessarily. We had a nice sweep yesterday. However, we have failed to bounce out, right? If we're looking at this as like a spring and a Wyckoff accumulation, we come down, we rally, right? We break down. We want to see a spring and consolidation and push. We did not see much of a spring yesterday. Look at that Wyckoff model. So good. And we didn't see much of that. The 12 hour, not looking that hot. The daily money flow looks terrible, guys. Look at the money flow here. It's just bleeding out. Okay, very clear. Red dot confirmed yesterday. Not looking that hot either. 12 hour anchor trigger wave bullish divergence needs to get going, right? Otherwise, it's lower and slower. That's it. The 3, the 2, and the 1, right? So we can see anchor trigger wave bullish divergence in here, trying to push out. So anchor trigger wave in here. Okay, daily bullish divergence. So looking for this continuation. Red dot right now, looking bad. Not looking too hot. All right, 2. Anchor trigger wave trying to push out as well, and the 1 hour. Okay, so all of this is slowly rotating down, right? And it's very choppy. Resistance working well. Looking to buy down here potentially if we get the reaction we want to see, but there's no sign of strength in here yet. We're coming into our golden pocket area. We are looking for a reversal structure in here. Okay. Nothing as of yet, just down only. Down, down, down. So patience is going to be a virtue. I'm going to go and get some coffee now because we got to do the Fed chair in 20 minutes. Here's your coffee long, everybody. And I will be right back. Let me put on our YouTube playlist for you guys. But we're dumping, baby. We are dumping. It's looking to rotate down. Ooh, doo, doo. I'll be back.
All tight gang gang. We want slap rotation now, 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 now. Rip the band-aid off into the ground. Take the liquidity, sweep the low. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. Put a 2 in the chat if you are sharp. Dump it. Dump it. Down through the floor. Dump it. Dump it.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our sons' command. Happy Canada Day, everybody. Can I get some Canadian flags, maple leaf in the chat? You guys can copy mine. With glowing hearts we see the rise. Our true north, strong and communist. I'm sorry. Happy to be here. Happy Canada Day. God bless Canada. Hopefully we figure it out one day. Until then, we will continue on this path of high inflation and poor job creation. Salute. God bless you guys. High taxes. Overreach of government. But here we are getting suppressed on YouTube every single day. Taking the trades, showing the trades, making crypto honest. And again, thank you everybody for being here. Waiting for the Fed chair to potentially speak here on Bloomberg. I don't know if they're going to cover it. That's in 13 minutes. Bitcoin dumping, baby. Thank you everybody for liking and subscribing. It does help the channel. We're here live every morning. Every single morning. 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. Taking the trades, showing the trades. We should have taken that short, guys. Should have taken the short. Bitcoin bleeding out right now. Solana slowly chopping down as well. S&P a little bit of a push, but when we look at the ES, I would expect gap down. NASDAQ rolling over quite aggressively right now. Bart Simpson in effect. I said it needed to come down to 29.9 right in here. So we'll see if we get there. Big rollover for the Nas. Rollover for Bitcoin. No sign of strength here. Bunch y'all short. Head and shoulders playing out. Measured move. Right? Head and shoulders here. Very simple. Measured move is down to the red box or red line here. So that would be our 786 macro support level. Coming back for all these longs yesterday. We got long here and got paid. You got to pay yourself in this environment, man. It is so choppy and violent. Swing trading, I don't know about that. I don't think it's been that lucrative for a lot of swing traders. Up, down, all around. But that's all right. We've been extracting profits. The account was at 35 yesterday, right? 35 yesterday. The account's at 39 today. We crushed it yesterday. Another four grand yesterday. So slowly but surely do we continue to kick ass, take names, all that good stuff. We do a giveaway today too, guys. If you do want to participate in that giveaway, all you got to do is sign up with the Bitunix link and deposit. The exchange that I use, and you should use too. Support the channel this way. You get VIP 3 for 6 months, chance to win $5,000 Wednesday through Friday. Okay, we do 15, 15, and 2,000 every single week. Okay, pretty awesome giveaway for you guys. Support the channel. Use that link. Is it pinned in the comments today? It is pinned in the comments. Deposit. You get raffle tickets. We do the raffle. People get money. I mean, who doesn't like free money? Pretty awesome deal. VIP 3 as well for 6 months, which is awesome. It's like 40% in fees saved. So a very good deal for this community. One of the best deals in all of crypto for Bitunix. So sign up using that link, and I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Coming into our golden pocket here. Still no trade. Sweep down. NASDAQ trying to bounce. NASDAQ is trying to bounce here. Retest to previous lows. Continuation down here. Twos are printing. Shorts are printing. A little bit of patience right now, in my opinion, just the way it's just the way it's trading, it's very, very, very wickety. Don't want to get kind of caught in the scam wicks, man. It's never. Patience is heavily required in this market right now, which I've struggled with. Like, I've had a couple bad days recently. I didn't have I was like on a 20-day good trading streak, and then I was like bad day. I've had at least 2 bad days every week, and I've still managed to come out pretty profitable. So it tells me I'm growing as a trader because I'm managing my risk properly and I'm not spiraling too bad, right? It's very important not to spiral. I learned this yesterday. Do you know what it's called? Do you know what it's called when you spiral? I mean, you're gonna have some funny things, but it's called pressing. So when you're pressing, a technical term. I did some studying in it because I did like a mindset video for it next week. And when you're pressing, it's like a overzealous ambition to win, right? Like you need to win. You're anxious. You're not trading a rules-based strategy. You're not trading with good risk management. It's like you're pressing consistently, and it's over trading, but you got like the blinders on, right? And then you're pressing because you're married to a trade, as I call it, but you're not necessarily thinking straight. You're kind of just, well, you're basically gambling, but at the end of it, it is, I like that. It's like pressing. So I like the word pressing because it does make sense in the sense that you're pushing for something that's really irrelevant, right? It's better to just lay off. And I did that, a couple times with Solana last week, and it never ends up being that fun, does it, guys? We've all been there, right? It's called tilted, yeah. Pressing is, yeah, tilted, but like your tilted is more of like a rage thing. Pressing leads to being tilted, right? Pressing, like you just trying, you're trying to get it, but it's like who here is like so chill, and then you're just like, you're so chill, you take a trade, it prints, and it's like, it's so easy when you're in that like flow state, right? So many times. I love trading in flow state, but then when's the tilt video? Today. I think the tilt video is today. I think so. Let me see. Where's my scheduled videos here? Let me see. Yeah, it's today, guys. I got the full tilt thumbnail for you guys. I got the full tilt thumbnail. Let me see if I can find the tilt thumbnail for you guys. This one I went full on AI for you guys. I got the depressed AlexOCrypto here. Depresso Crypto. Where is it? Where's that thumbnail? I can't find it, man. Oh, there it is. Look at this, guys. What a namby-pamby. Look at this guy. Oh, man. I don't know if I can even make that face. That guy needs some therapy. This is the one you guys all need. This guy right here. This is the best AI. This is Giga Chad. I asked Grok to make me a Giga Chad and put where's your stop loss. That's the one, man. Giga Chad. I should send that to my wife. AlexOCrypto. Bots trading at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty choppy, guys. This is trying to push it. Right now we got stiletto pattern, bullish divergence, trying to push out here. You're misspelling your is the cherry on the top. Yeah, I'm not an English teacher, man. Autocorrect didn't even work for me. Alex Bilzerian, yeah. She hasn't seen it, no, because she'd leave me for that guy. I mean, I got guns, but not like that. Nice pushback here. Nice pushback coming back into the high. Potential wick test here. Wick test long. Wick test continuation up. Bullish candle pattern here trying to push. Solana trying to push as well into resistance though. Still got 2 minutes on this candle. Potential for a pushback in here. First sign of strength this morning. In my opinion, we'll see. I mean, this is the long trade setup given to you guys. This is the swing long. It's the number 2 setup in our Discord, strategy-wise. I don't know if the Discord members are swinging, man. I'm not swinging it. I'm not looking to swing trade this. Obviously, we're scalping this morning, so I know we are in a local golden pocket here. Swing low to swing high, golden pocket bounce level. Potential for a pushback here. How we do it is only Army Piper really knows how we do it. He's our chief executive officer who answers all our questions. I got guns too, but not like that. He's got Chuck Norris guns. Seeing you got a haircut from the last time I was online. Yeah, I suggest I want to do the mullet for you guys, but I'll do it in the winter. I'll do it in the winter. It's not happening in the summertime, guys. I'm not going long-haired in the summer. It's just not. It's not possible. I got to the stage where, you know, you're the in-between stage, and I'm like, I look like an absolute microphone Beatles bob head. Like, it was terrible. I had no self-worth anymore. I know you gotta go go through that stage, but a nice winter mullet will be good. Yeah, exactly. And keep my neck warm. Nice push here. 2 good candles coming out of this. No trade right now. Bullish divergence push out here. Looking for a retest of previous highs now. Was looking for potential wick test continuation. No sign of that. So still waiting here, guys. A little pushback here. Nasdaq trying to go. Let's go 1 minute Nasdaq here. Coming into the wash. Is he speaking yet or what?
Start to July as Fed Chair Kevin Warsh takes the global stage in Sintra. Anthropic's Fable 5 gets the green light while Meta ramps up its AI cloud ambitions. And another hurdle for Nike as investors question the pace of its comeback. It's one of the stocks we're looking at this morning. Nike extending its post-market declines. It falls this morning about 1 1/3%. It forecasted a slowdown in the coming quarter. Also said that customers are, quote, under pressure around the world. And then there's Bloom Energy up 1%. It expanded its partnership with Brookfield from $5 billion to $25 billion. It will help it grow its fuel cell capabilities. And then finally, Meta up more than 5.5%. It is building a cloud business, and it will be selling excess compute for AI as it takes on Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. The big story of this moment in just a few moments' time. We're going to be hearing from Fed Chair Kevin Warsh and other central bankers at the ECB forum in Sintra, Portugal. Let's head back over to the desk, get you set up for that, because we're going to be chatting just now with Bloomberg International Economics Policy Correspondent Michael McKee. Mike, great to see you, as well as Bloomberg macro strategist Cameron Kreis. Let's set up the groundwork first of just what we might hear from Kevin Warsh, Mike, because this is a Fed chair that decidedly does not want to show his hand too much.
I don't think you're going to hear a whole lot from him. First of all, the conference is about the future of Europe and Europe's economy. So a lot of the questions will be directed at Christine Lagarde. And you look at what happened this morning, the European Central Bank found out that CPI had fallen significantly in the month of June in Europe. So she might be the one that makes news by saying maybe we're not going to raise interest rates. But Kevin Warsh doesn't particularly want to give any kind of signals, and we haven't had any new economic data that would move the markets or move the Fed one way or another. So I expect he'll be very circumspect about what he's going to say, and it may be in terms of U.S. markets kind of nothing. It's kind of interesting, though, because at his news conference, Kevin Warsh said, I want the markets to look at the data and decide and price that data, and then we will get that information and use it in our thinking. But the only thing we've heard this morning from bank analysts and our guests here on television is, what do we think Kevin Warsh is going to tell us about what they're going to do?
I mean, Cameron, is this a market that's not already decided, that's not already done the work for Kevin Warsh, given that we're just under 4.5% on the 10-year yield right now?
To a degree, although what's interesting is that Mr. Warsh is famously antagonistic to forward guidance, and yet arguably it was the dot plot in the last FOMC meeting that helped shape some of this pricing. And the irony, of course,
I turn it down a bit, eh? Is volume okay now? Is that better?
For unchanged rates this
I just don't want to.
That's where the medium would have been.
I just don't want to overcrowd my voice. Audio okay?
Guidance, Warsh has, in the near term at least, sort of enhanced its
Turn it down.
or its shock value on the marketplace.
I mean, and to that point, Mike, we did hear from Beth Hammack on CNBC yesterday saying that the U.S. may need higher interest rates.
Coming back down here, retest. Halfway down the candle, retest to previous highs.
She just said, taking every meeting live. Is this the scenario that we're in, that the SEP is more important, as are the other members of the FOMC? If Kevin Warsh isn't speaking more, he's placing more importance on them, to Cameron's point.
Well, they're going to help
considering long here,
because that's what happens with the Fed officials. We see every time somebody comes out and when they change their view or adjust their view a little bit, then the markets react significantly to that. It'll take a while for Kevin Warsh to kind of get that out of market behavior. But the SEP doesn't matter all that much. Kevin thinks it does, because he thinks it binds them to their forecasts. But if you listen to them, they change their minds as the data change. Now, we haven't had, as I mentioned earlier, enough data to really see some changes. So you're going to see the hawks like Beth Hammack holding to their position until they get some other indication that they don't need to raise rates because inflation is coming down a little bit. So I don't think we're going to see a whole lot out of this, and I don't think that Fed communications are going to change all that much in the short run. Maybe over time he can convince them, but for right now they're pretty much where they were.
So Cameron, what are you looking out for over the next hour in terms of not just what Kevin Warsh says, but how this market might react?
Nasdaq's got to go here before we long.
I tend to agree with Mike in the sense that I think he's going to play his cards pretty close to his chest, particularly given that we've got a payroll number out tomorrow.
Hey, Cameron.
Is it worth the squeeze? It's always the question, right?
A shock certainly will adjust market pricing.
Sorry, continue. I just want to note that we are just any moment going to get the start of this panel. It seems that
that's long.
Sarah Eisen is beginning to speak.
I'm long.
But Cameron, just given where market positioning is right now and that oil prices have come down so significantly, does that give the Fed chair some breathing room?
See if we can push up
I
back
think
to the
it
highs
does
here into VWAP.
in the near term. I mean, it's a really a
Then we
fascinating
go stop loss to
setup
entry here.
because, you ultimately have to price what you think the Fed will do rather than what they should do. And I think there's an argument to be made that they actually should be thinking in terms of tightening, not because of spot inflation, but because of the broader picture of where the neutral interest rate is.
Okay.
And the demand for AI capital driving that up.
All right, Cameron, thank you very much. That's Bloomberg's Michael McKee and Cameron Kreis, and I want to take you live to Sintra, where Madame Lagarde was just speaking about inflation.
Decided to do is way back to give up on forward guidance, okay? And personally, and I've said that publicly, if I have one regret, it's to have felt bound and compelled by forward guidance. So I think what we do is now also
poor follow through here.
Market participants, informing financial experts from all walks of life about how we come monetary policy stance. And I have called it not forward guidance, but framework guidance. So that those interested in how
you gotta listen to this chick, man. I can't stand her.
What we take into account, what intellectual process we go through, what indicators we are particularly attentive to, so that, of course,
failure to
do
push
a little
here.
bit more work themselves. It's not forward guidance blindly, and you just assume that it's going to be what had been calibrated as forward guidance. They will have.
I don't really like this now. I thought we were gonna get follow through. Not getting follow through. I'm gonna get out.
Will have to appreciate
Don't come any lower here.
And what we are especially attentive to, and that includes, you know, if I go through what we did on the 11th of June, we looked at the inflation outlook.
Just got to hold here, otherwise I'm out.
Economic and financial data with risk.
I'd rather take a small loss.
Our assessment as well, and that's.
I don't want to take $1,000 loss to start the day.
We looked at underlying inflation, various set of indicators, and we looked at the transmission of monetary policy.
Push.
So it's taking all that into account in the context of a supply shock that led us to the decision that we made.
Speaking of not liking forward guidance, which is going to make this job so much harder for me, this panel, Chairman Warsh, we have inflation in the U.S. that is higher than Europe's and farther away from our target. So why are we not raising interest rates?
I was hoping you were asking me about forward guidance.
Because you have so much to say there too, right?
So we have found common cause. It's what President Lagarde said.
Push.
I liked her when we met 20 years ago when she was finance minister. After that answer, I love her. Reform does not stop at the water's edge. What I found most exhilarating about the last 2 days
follow through chat.
is the kind of discussions that we've begun at the Federal Reserve has a lot of people at
Might
this
need to come
conference
down here.
open-minded, keen to think anew about the conduct of monetary policy. And
I feel
President Lagarde's
exposed
answer
when
on
this
forward
guy's
guidance,
talking.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Don't you?
So that we can make better decisions and do the right thing. And so my few days here have been incredibly rewarding on that. On the broad conduct of policy, at my press conference, I said, I'm not going to give forward guidance because we're meeting in 6 weeks, but I have an update for you. We're meeting in 4 weeks.
Helpful. So is July on the table for a rate hike?
So Sarah is trying to get me to break this rule. She's going to fail. There's a lot of data that we received in that meeting. I see many of my FOMC colleagues here in Sintra.
Push.
I take their views very seriously. I want when we meet in 4 weeks. There's a lot of late-breaking news on a series of these things. And we get into that room and shut
Just
the
come
door,
back
we're
up
gonna
into
have
VWAP.
a
Give me
good
some
debate.
money.
But I don't have much more for you than that.
Okay, we'll get back to that. I have more questions for you. Governor Bailey, you did not raise interest rates, even though your inflation is above target, but there are members of your committee that want to raise interest rates. So why are you holding back?
So, I mean, like Kevin and Christine, you know, we all spend a great deal of time looking at the substance of the evidence. And I think an important piece of the substance of the evidence for us is that we've got a softening economy, a softening labour market. We're seeing some softening of activity.
NASDAQ bleeding out a bit here.
Output gap opening up, and we had that before.
Bitcoin failing to push.
Broke out in the Gulf. So that's the
into
contextual
VWAP.
setting. I mean, because we're very focused on the risks of pass-through of the energy prices to the indirect effects and things like food prices and the second round effects. And we don't obviously want it to become embedded. It is very frustrating. I was very much of the view that we were going to have inflation back at the 2.0 target, in the late spring. Everything I've seen actually since tends to confirm me in that previous view.
Stop loss break even, guys. I don't like this trade at all. Not while these guys are talking, man.
Was based on,
I'm out.
Reading, the evidence of a.
Let's see if it plays.
Second thing.
Probably gonna play. Obviously, when you close it, it always plays.
It's sort of the adage where you get to.
I'm happy with a break-even trade there. I'd rather wait.
There was an expectation that we would cut rates this year. That's not unreasonable in the context of the softening economy.
Let's see if it plays.
Yeah, that's off. That was off the table in March, and it's off the table at the moment. So,
it's probably gonna play, and I'm gonna be like, oh, we should have held it.
Because by taking that sort of, in a sense, that
put a 1 in the chat if you're long.
The mortgage rate went up 1%, so you can argue that we've actually tightened policy in the period since the conflict broke out.
They always hunt my liquidity, Kodak.
We review it every meeting.
Oh, man.
So we've got a meeting coming up at the end of July.
You guys are all long. I love you guys, man.
So
you guys got bigger stones than me.
Economy, though, it sounds like are you more worried about that than the higher inflation?
You guys got wicked big ass stones, all you big stoned people, man.
What we will do, I think, obviously the thing that has happened is that energy prices have come down quite substantially. They're still a bit above where they were pre-conflict, but they've come down. But the other thing you have to be a bit careful with in the UK is that we have a delayed reaction mechanism to energy prices because of the way our household energy price cap system works. So I always say, it's appropriate at the moment to borrow a soccer analogy. We always look, I'm afraid, we always look a bit better in the first half than we do in the second half.
I'm proud that you used the word soccer. Now that the World Cup is in the U.S., everyone's talking soccer. Governor Macklem, your inflation rate for May was 3.2%. It was above your range for the first time in a long time.
So they're just going to...
Not really...
Don't you guys feel exposed when these wankers are talking?
Well, we left our policy.
One from yesterday still nice, man.
We're comfortable where we are. Look, on the...
Going forward without forward guidance.
No forward guidance. What's interesting is we're all facing similar shocks, but we all start from slightly different places.
The technical says it can go here. We got a break, retest the previous highs, continuation. Now we got VWAP in front of us. We have liquidity that has been taken.
Direct policy for what we need in our country. So yeah, you're going to see some differences. In Canada, like the UK, the economy's soft. Economy's growing, but it's
growth is shit in Canada. Inflation is high. Stop lying.
Slack in the labor market, but yes,
you're lying.
Inflation is clearly above the target, 3.2% in
3.2. That's a lie. It's like 7.
If we raise rates to pull inflation down, it's going to weaken the economy further.
Such a lie.
And if inflation comes down quickly, we're going to regret that we did that. On the other hand, if we cut rates, support growth, there's a risk that
3.2%
becomes more persistent. So when we looked at it, we're sort of on the
Happy Canada Day, everybody.
For neutral is 225 to 325 or 225. So we're kind of at the bottom end of our neutral range, providing a little bit of support, but we think it's about the right level to keep inflation contained. The other thing I would say though is, and this gets a bit back to your forward guidance question. I mean, we got to be humble. There's a lot of uncertainty out there. Those risks could shift quickly. And the other part of our message is, if the situation changes, we're prepared. We're prepared to
take a box of strawberries. I saw the other day. A box of strawberries, like the size of my hand. Beautiful strawberries.
As a result of the rise of energy
Can you guys guess how much? Size of my hand, and I don't have, I don't have big mitts, man. A box of strawberries.
Is it transitory?
Can you all guess how many dollars that costs? I saw it yesterday. How much did a box of strawberries cost, everybody?
In different roles. So I would say for us to be back on this stage in this circumstance is great.
Anyone?
Been incredibly warm
guess?
To me.
What's your guess?
President Lagarde has sort of welcomed and encouraged these sorts of new ideas that we've talked about.
$16 fucking dollars, man.
And Sarah, my hope is
$16, guys.
Good. If we make progress in thinking about the effect of productivity, the effect of data, new inflation frameworks, this is something we can all borrow and use from. The other thing I'll add is that monetary policy spills over from one of our economies to the other, and it spills back. I think the way Governor Macklin said it right, which is we're all being hit by a series of shocks. In the U.S., the AI shock is leading to a boom in capital expenditures. We see that first and foremost in demand.
Ready?
But I'm confident we're going to see it in supply at some point.
Here you go.
Spending most of our time trying to monitor.
Welcome, everyday low prices.
Well,
This is at No Frills, guys. This is the cheap grocery store, guys. The cheap grocery store.
Decide whether it's inflationary.
That's why I'm asking.
Whether in fact it
$17
into a broader set of goods.
Welcome to Canada,
I don't
baby.
have any news for you on that, but I would certainly rather be in a position where we have two things. Where we recommit the way I know my colleagues have to deliver.
You know what minimum wage is?
And the other piece that
it's like $15. Imagine you work a whole hour. You can't even buy a box of strawberries. A whole hour and you can't even eat a box of strawberries.
I have this problem where we have massive capital expenditures instead of thinking years back where we had financial engineering, where we had companies that weren't able to deliver profits. So they would do
everyday low price.
Right now, they're investing in the future because their expectation.
Or you can get these ones over here that are sprayed with pesticides and will make your testicles shrink. They're only $3.
Judgment now. We'll meet again in 4 weeks. But this is as exciting a time and also as a consequential a time to be a central banker that I can think of at any point, maybe outside of a crisis in my adult lifetime.
President Lagarde, how do you?
Can I put a point that, my friend,
they come with a special blend of ticks on them that, you know, you get bitten by the ticks and you can't eat meat. The meat ticks. And your testosterone, you'll start losing.
New tools that help us and assist in making the right decisions.
You'll start losing the hair on your face.
The use of scenarios, for instance, that we have now really nailed down with milder, severe, and adverse scenario to make sure that our decisions, you know, are solid and robust across scenarios. The fact that we're incorporating risk.
Small testes make it easier to sit and trade.
And I think risks, by the way, that we have to the upside.
I love it. That's a good answer, I think. Hey, man, I love Canada, man. I wouldn't live here if I didn't love Canada. I wouldn't pay 48% tax if I didn't love Canada.
How fast the price of oil, spot price granted, has moved down.
53% in Ontario, by the way.
$72 a barrel now, when it was 120 back in March. These are changes that are just so accelerated that we have to be prepared to measure
double top
and more
rejection.
Using AI, for instance.
How do you make sure Europe doesn't get left
double
behind
top
on
rejection,
AI?
guys. I wouldn't be in that long. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be long here anymore. I'd be out 100% out.
Governor's question in a way,
I know you probably have thoughts.
No, I tell you,
Solana looking for a retest of VWAP here.
Consider that as a
I like this setup here.
Technology breakthrough and diffusion and material technology. It needs to be analyzed from our perspective, both in terms of, you know, how much capex is going in that.
Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day. 430 people here. We got Chair Warsh speaking here with all the
work, including at our central
this
banks, by
lizard
the way,
lady.
to really appreciate what impact it will have on productivity. But if it delivers the productivity expectation that we have, then it is going to be a radical change going forward. And we need to...
For all my hockey fans, you see Zach Werenski is going to become a Leaf, eh? Did anybody see that? Oh, if we get Zach Werenski, bro, we're going to get Bobrovsky. We're going to get Zach Werenski. And you're going to be petrified to play the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I take your point about Europe lagging behind in terms
of
investment and...
Just saying.
And the frontier companies
Anybody
that are
see that?
leading the game at the moment. But I think that we are all sort of hostage to each other, if I may say. Because we need those frontier companies, but they need the market. When you represent 25% of the revenues of many of those hyperscalers,
would they make them Canadian dingleberries?
At which end of the
saw a tomahawk steak at Safeway for $130.
to be determined, and there will be healthy competition, I'm sure, but we depend on each other. You can't dispense
For two cans, $27? Jeez.
And they can't dispense of the revenue source that we constitute. So we're in this together. That's my personal view.
Governor Macklem, how's it impacting Canada? Do you
You
get
talk
the
about
tailwind
the
from
anti-meat
the boom in the
ticks,
US,
you'll get super
or
banned in Canada? Probably,
are you still
man.
dealing with too big of a headwinds from trade, for instance?
I'm just here to 48% tax. Yeah, that's
look, trade does continue to be a headwind. I mentioned the economy is soft. You certainly see the impact of U.S. tariffs on our exports. I think
where I live is the best part of Canada. Yeah, it is. It's the only part of Canada that is still Canada.
We also
I agree with that statement.
From the U.S. The U.S. is investing in a very big way, and our economies are very integrated.
Aggressive moves through VWAP is bullish, guys.
We have a very
I should have stayed in the trade.
Business model in North America. That's why trade uncertainty.
See, I knew it.
Is impacting
You tell
Canada. It also means, though, Canadian firms are going to have to be competitive. I mean, what you see on AI, it's very interesting talking to companies.
You guys are all getting paid, man. I'm jealous now.
Are using AI? Yeah, like almost everybody's using AI. But then you say, okay, have you materially changed a whole production process and made it embedded AI? That's a much smaller number. That's something like 10-15%, depending. So it does show that there's a lot of potential there. Whether it's inflationary or disinflationary, I think looking out, ultimately, I mean,
I keep spoon feeding you guys and not taking my own trades.
Technology, and one of the things I picked up over the last couple of days is, well, actually, it could be even bigger than
the background audio is Fed Chair Warsh. He's speaking in Europe right now.
Of discovery itself, it could be even bigger. But when exactly that arrives, when those disinflationary kick in, I think is a very open question. That's another one of those things we need to be humble about. In the
Great
near term,
trade,
we are
everybody.
starting to
Damn.
see some
I'm
pressures.
jealous.
You can see it. You mentioned our May CPI number.
Gang.
You look at computers up 10%. How's that going to feed through the supply chain? I mean, those are the sort of things we're going to need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, universal health care. I still have a doctor's appointment in 2027 for my shoulder. Yeah.
And I know it's early.
2027. Unless I go private and pay like $800, I gotta wait till 2027. I can show you the receipt for my shoulder. And all they're gonna do is put me in an MRI thing and scan me. But I gotta wait till 2027, next year.
Innovation. And you've seen waves of general purpose technology innovation over history. And they've actually had different patterns in terms of their impact on employment. So you can't generalize to start with.
Yeah, man.
There are
free healthcare.
Which will create jobs.
You just die in the waiting room. That's the joke
which
here.
Will destroy jobs. There will be channels which will substitute jobs.
I'm gonna get so cancelled here.
One is what the mix of those channels is.
So you guys got to make sure you're liking that video.
I do think, this is not a central bank point.
So please just smash that like, guys.
Public policy point. I do think we have choices in terms of public policy, mixes that we adopt on that front, particularly in things like skills and training. And the second point I would make is, because again this comes strongly through from looking at the past, is that the length of time it takes these effects to come through, and I said there's more than one labour market effect, the length of time it takes for each of those effects to come through, and therefore what the mix will be over time differs over time. Now again, we can have choices there in broad public policy terms and in how economies operate. So it's very important to look at that, but I wouldn't generalize. We're certainly, so far, when I go around the country talking to businesses, yes, there's a lot of talk about it.
Great trade, everybody. Breakout retest continuation up here, retest of VWAP. An aggressive move through VWAP's typically bullish, so we're looking for like a retest into this.
And that's fine.
This would be like an order block now, so order block retest continuation, right? So this would be your block in here.
Certainly in the UK, I would say we don't see it strongly.
Continuation trade. I'm not really interested in the continuation trade, to be honest. I prefer this fair value gap down here.
Opinion on jobs?
This would be your fair value gap somewhere in here.
First, I'll say,
same with Solana.
This is one of the central questions that all of us have for our day jobs in evaluating output, employment, and inflation. These are big questions in part because the rate of change of improvement in these models is moving at an exponential level. This is hyper Moore's law stuff. And so while we might see business surveys that say no big deal, my speculation is 6 months from now, the surveys will be saying quite the opposite. The United States is likely to be a big winner over the medium
Dump
term
it, baby.
in this, but I don't say this from a parochial perspective. The U.S. is not
Parochial.
afraid of
What the?
productivity-led
What's
economic
Pinocchio
growth, but we don't view the
perspective?
economics of this as zero sum. We aren't rooting for another country to fail. We're rooting for economic growth to be broad-based. That's good for the United States.
Parochial.
It'll make all of our jobs easier. On your question of jobs,
Pinocchio
and we'll go back to good
perspective.
Econ 1. It's called the lump of labor fallacy for a reason. Who knew when the internet was born that the internet was going to create 1.5 million jobs as Uber drivers? We are in the first or second inning of this revolution. This is a big paradigm shift, both for the conduct of our policy and for our economies. I think the jobs will be greater, prosperity will be stronger. The question, as one of my colleagues raised, is timing, and we have to take that timing very seriously. We have,
Retest your previous size, continuation
a dual
up.
mandate, and we have to deliver
Sweep
both
of the
on
lows here on
employment
NASDAQ,
side
permission
and
to
on
go
the stable
up
price
now.
side.
Nice
So we'll
sweep.
be monitoring the speed of it. But if you wanted me to sound like a pessimist and a doomer on this, I'm afraid
Solana
I'm
looks
not
good.
there.
Solana always looking good, man. Up 2% today. She's just shining in a bear market, man. Shining like a star. My biggest bag is in Solana, so I am biased. This is never financial advice. I am just a hobbit in Canada in a basement, hopefully helping you guys navigate the charts on a daily basis. We're going to do $1,500 giveaway today. So thank you for being here, guys. I do appreciate you being here and smashing like buttons and talking smack with me and hanging out and trying to make a living off of clicking buy and sell and looking at weird candle patterns. Taking the trade, showing the trades. One trade today, break even. Got out even Steven. It's should have probably held it. It's playing out right now. I just didn't like the way it looked in here, so I just got out. Very simple. Solana continuing to rip and melt faces to the upside. NASDAQ sweeping the lows. Permission to bounce if it wants. And we got the world elites here. The bankers. Talking right now, so
The stagflation question.
caution here. We also have this is more of a setup day in my opinion, guys. These guys are going to talk smack today. Then we're going to have our data tomorrow for the we got ISM coming out at 10 a.m. today when we do the giveaway, so we'll have some volatility at 10. We'll obviously have market open in about 2 minutes, and then non-farm payrolls and unemployment. That's the big one, and that's tomorrow. And then ISM. Thank you guys for being here and supporting the channel. Sorry that we have to listen to these people. I just don't want to get rugged by an announcement from them. Coming into market open, we expect a gap down for the SPY.
Move up. We will take the necessary steps.
And we'll see where we get to today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for using the Bitunix link pinned in the comments. That's how you participate in the $5,000 every week. Just sign up with that link and support the channel.
Interpret the recent data points on the labor
And
side of your mandate.
let's continue to crush it, man. Taking the trades, showing the trades. We've been doing really well lately, so we continue to try to perform.
As we said, labor markets are steady. We said the demand side of the economy was solid. We said the supply side of the economy, especially CapEx and productivity, again, this is before we see the fruits of AI. We said that was strong. I don't want to sound like a Wall Street newsletter and update that with recent events because we follow trends. And I'll reinforce something that President Lagarde just said. We're all in the price stability business. That might not be our only business. But if there was a common thing I heard over the last couple of days, it was open-mindedness on these questions of AI. Open-mindedness.
Gap down. There's our gap.
But we've all looked around and we've seen that prices are too high. And I don't think I'm the only one on this stage that's recommitted to deliver price stability.
There's that dump.
So the market was right to interpret your first news conference.
Sleeping into that fair value gap. Tesla coming down right now.
Nice try.
Yeah,
Tesla into my buy level. Nope,
I've
not
just
yet.
gotten advice
Tesla pushing.
from my senior statesman on this group not to do that. But I'll say this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Expectations of inflation over the first 4 months.
They're ringing the bell, baby.
Period,
Let's go. Sweep into our fair value gap down below for Bitcoin.
Again, in our business, we don't
Solana.
determine things. But if there were people in household or the business sector and the financial markets who thought that this central bank was going to be
Can
comfortable
Solana push?
with an inflation objective
Big sweep.
above 2%. Well, I guess they'd be disappointed. We're going to deliver price stability in the U.S. That's what this committee has signed up to do.
Big sweep
And
on
our
Solana. I
objective
should have
is to do
longed that there.
The tactics, the strategy, and the rest, that's still to come.
No matter what the president wants.
We've been an independent central bank for a very long time. We're going to be an
Oof, volatility, baby.
At this moment, and you're going to see no changes on that.
So
Bitcoin
Come back to
popping
the
off.
stagflation point because
Bounce,
I
baby.
just want to double down on Christine. I mean, stagflation, it's double-digit inflation, double-digit unemployment. And the other
Bounce,
thing,
baby.
you know, getting back to what
Bitcoin
Kevin
trying to
was
bounce
saying,
above VWAP
it's
here.
unanchored inflation
No sign of strength just
That
yet.
was the
Sweep and
fundamental
go.
problem in the 1970s.
Can it fly, or is it
And
gonna
the only way we got
get
out
rugged
of it
again?
was we had to have, a big
Considering a long on Solana.
re-anchor expectations.
Damn, I wish I got that there.
If that happens, we have fundamentally failed to do our job.
Big sweep. Let's
So,
go.
Yes, we have a period. Canada, the economy's weak, unemployment's a little bit, it's high, it's 6.6. Inflation's
TP1 hit.
6.2. Those are not double-digit numbers, and
Ooh-wee.
isn't not going
Let's
to be
go,
persistent.
Solana.
Inflation expectations are.
I wanted it down here. We're up $300 right now. Let's go. Push. Let's get up to this high here. Come on, Solana. Don't be a nambe-pambe. Breaking out.
Right. Some people just think
Sweep
of it
and
as
go,
a
man.
lower
Called that fair value gap
higher
slap here. Can we come into these highs for liquidity sweep? We'll see.
It's a much more loaded word.
GG's in the chat. AlexOCrypto
Bailey,
taking the
Ron is talking about forward
trades.
guidance.
Making
Make light of it, but
crypto
it is a bit of a change,
honest
a
again.
departure from where we've seen central banks in recent years.
Quarter
I know-
position size, very volatile.
you
Sweep
kind
into
of
my
got rid
buy
of forward
level,
guidance in
everybody.
2021.
Set up
you
given
said
in
you
advance.
did.
I don't know about you guys,
do you
but
determine
if
the
you guys had
difference
just
between
longed
a
the VWAP
reaction
slap, you
function
guys would be
and forward
pre-rich,
guidance?
man. Looking to get up into here.
Well, look,
I took the wickety. We see strengths on Bitcoin trying to hold VWAP here.
I
We
think
see the
have to sort of
NASDAQ
tread
dumping.
carefully through this debate, not least because of the question you just
We might
asked,
get
but,
stopped here. That's fine. We've paid
almost
ourselves.
Anything we say, of course, can attempt to be interpreted as
Jeez,
forward
you
guidance.
violent.
And
Get
some
going,
of the observers
Solana.
that, of course, all of us are
Get
making
going. Get
policy
out of here.
which is
Get
gonna
that
have
garbage
effect
out
in
of
the
here.
future.
Jeez, I'm
so
gonna
we sort of start
put
with
that a
that
little bit
position.
closer here.
I mean, I think where
She's
has been
wickety.
very difficult. And
Push.
therefore I'm in
Come
very,
on, let's
very
go.
similar place to
Let's
my
get going.
colleagues, Is that
GG's in the chat. Can I get a GG's in the chat? My God.
I've said a
The
number of
spoons
times
are
in that
real,
committee,
man.
it's
If you're new
much
here,
easier
welcome to
to
the
put it in
spoon feeding
place than it
event
is
of
to take it away.
AlexOCrypto. We're here
And
spooning
therefore,
with you
before
guys.
actually go and
No
put it in
homo.
place, just
We're
think
just here to
about,
spoon.
what we're gonna
Take
have to
trades,
deal
show
with as
trades.
time goes by, because
If
it
you're new to the
becomes
spoon
quite
and you do need a
problematic,
little bit of
after
help with
a
your
while. At
trading,
this
we're here
stage,
for
it's
you.
welcome. So, I'm
got
also
spoons.
very cautious. Now, but I recognize that,
We got
anything
diamond
we
balls.
say about the outlook for the economy can be
We got lots of
interpreted
that
to
stuff.
the
So
future.
whatever you
Of course,
need, it's here.
we
Just
have to
ask,
sort of, in a sense, do
and we will
that.
try our best to
But I think
provide
we
it.
have to be very careful about,
We are long on
getting
Solana
tied
here.
into views on where rates are going to go.
Bitcoin
That's the
needs to
thing
push.
that's much
Bitcoin's not pushing. Probably
Isn't it
stopped out here.
important,
That's
Chairman
fine.
Walsh, to give the market a
Quick little
sense
scalp
of
continuation
how
trade.
you're thinking about policy? You don't have to give them a pre-commitment.
Let's
but
go, Solana.
the
Come
whole
on, baby.
reaction function,
I
how
know
you
you want to
think
come for the
about
liquidity up here.
how you're going to make
Oof,
policy.
at least this one.
I think the most important thing we can do is to get policy right. If our communications tools,
Put a one in the chat if you're long, baby.
if the way we've been playing things makes it harder for us to go into these meetings, have a family fight with our colleagues, and make the best decision in pursuit of our mandates, if that's an obstacle, we should get rid of it. It is said in recent weeks, well, we need to know more
Let's
about
go,
your
baby.
action function.
Gang,
If I
gang,
look at
gang.
trigger pullers, people that are making decisions.
Don't be a dick
in
for a
the
tick. Take some money off the
bond
table there.
market,
Up.
you know, range of
Guys, I'm
markets.
up 420.
Volatility's not up, it's down. Yields are up, they're down.
Whoa.
Inflation expectations
The
are
chronic,
down.
boombonic,
So I hear this,
Rastaphonic,
that
got
as
you
if
high
people
up on
don't
it.
Understand. I think they actually understand quite well. I feel incredible
I've smoked more than
comfort,
I don't smoke
that I'm
anymore. I
not
haven't
sure
smoked in
had
like 7,
internalized
8, 9
that there
years.
is a
But
willingness by
I've
my
smoked
colleagues
more
in the
than
central banking
5
community
people's
around the world
lifetimes. So shout out to
go
all
back
the
to first
smokers out there.
principles. We
God
all
bless
wanna
you
make
guys
the best
too.
decisions we can.
Don't smoke and
We've
trade,
all
man.
been burdened with many
all I
of the
gotta say.
policies that in some sense the Fed created in the 2008 financial crisis. This is a rare moment for us to go back to first principles, ask hard questions, review what we're doing. At the Fed, we've got
Let's see if we
5
push,
outside
man.
task forces to shed new light on this. And I'm encouraged because in some sense, we each think we're making our own monetary policy, but each of our monetary policies affect one another. And I'm honored to be on a stage with 3 colleagues who have been in the fight for 15 or 20 years with me and without me. And I won't at all be surprised if 6 or 12 months from now, each of us are on a better path to deliver on what we've said we're going to do.
Who's leading these task forces?
We have news to come. I can tell you likely next week who will be the outside experts. Some of them would have been folks in seats like this in prior years. Some would have been academics in the audience. But we really tried to find the best minds in the economics profession among practitioners.
Look at the
people
S&P.
experienced hands, including
Good,
people
man.
from
Dump it.
countries outside the US.
Love that.
We're not
Dump
asking for the
NASDAQ,
Tocqueville to
baby.
come to
Dump it all.
America, but sometimes
Dump
we
it
need a
all. Send it
foreigner
to
sort of
zero.
see
I
things
got buy
clearly.
levels all the way down,
And the
man.
idea of these is not to prejudge the outcomes. I'm certainly not going to do it.
Dump
But
it.
I think as we make progress
Lower high on
this,
S&P.
I think some of the lessons learned might not just be for the
Send
American
it to
central
zero.
banker who's new to this crew.
Send
but my
Solana
colleagues
to the
on
moon,
stage.
baby.
I was going to volunteer.
Woo-wee.
At the ECB,
Let's
we
go.
went through the same process. And when we started the strategy...
Gang, gang, gang.
And we did bring under the leadership of Philip Lane...
We
our
up
chief
420.
economist. It did take time to bring... We didn't call it task force.
I don't
but we
think I
had
want to
expert
close this
committees,
ever,
we had
man.
Groups and it took a couple of years.
The
before we
420
actually
Solana
settled
trade.
down and all agreed on the key principles.
GG's, gang.
The reaction function, the elements that we would take into account, the measurements of the nature of the supply shocks and the origin and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't happen overnight. It's complicated.
What's going on,
It sounds
Crux?
simple when you're at the end of
Good
the
to see you, bro.
of the
How you
supply
doing?
chain. But the whole process is complicated. So I really celebrate the fact that you're going into this task force exercise.
Liquidity
and
has been
prepared
taken
to
here on Solana.
let the
Permission to
best
come back
minds
down.
participate in that.
You know, there's also been a lot of talk here about coordination.
May get stopped
and
out here.
influence on each other. And I am curious, President Lagarde,
Maybe.
now that you do have a little bit policy divergence, you guys going maybe in different directions. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? ultimately?
Bitcoin breakout retest holding VWAP continuation up here. Long given and advanced in the trade here. We gave this long at the start of the stream right here, up into the highs here. We also gave the Solana long right down here. I got in much lower. Gonna get stopped out here. But I did give the long right from the low here on the VWAP.
Were at different levels as well. And
I wish I got
markets
in
were
here. I'd
expecting
be up a
cuts
couple
in
grand
various
now,
corners.
but I'm not.
So it's the
That's
different,
fine.
The situation was entirely
Looking
different.
for
I don't
follow through
regard
into
that
the
as a
liquidity at the
divergence.
highs and
I
into
think the
this
commitment is
resistance
the
level
same
here.
to maintaining price stability and
Great
doing
work,
what it takes
everybody.
to actually
I mean,
deliver on that commitment.
this live stream's been fire lately, man. You guys are all here, 470 people in here taking trades, all that good stuff, man. God bless you guys. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a $1,500 giveaway too, guys. I'll be mostly out if we get up top here.
Good health so that he can join us on panels like this in a couple of months. If this central bank stands for anything, it's staying in its lane on monetary policy. So if you think I'm going to wander into yen policy in Japan, then you're asking way too much of me.
Thanks, 585.
Well,
God bless you, bro.
It's making a move. That's all. You know, Governor Malcolm on the markets. You recently,
Yeah,
I think,
we be
warned
spoon feeding
about
too much on YouTube.
excess, just given the AI trade speculation. I think that's very much on the market's mind. Do you see signs of that? Thinking of irrational exuberance.
That's unfortunate, PB. I'm sorry to hear that.
We've been warning really of two things, and I'm
Have a
gonna
wonderful
draw
day.
Andrew
Thank
into
you for
this.
for
Andrew
letting
chairs
us
the
know.
Financial Stability Board. I chair the Vulnerabilities Committee.
You don't need to
So, I mean,
scream,
you know, as
though.
Governor of the Bank of Canada, I'm looking at this from a Canadian perspective.
God
but
bless
at
you.
the
Hopefully
FSB,
everything
we're
is all
looking at it
right.
From a more global
Thanks,
perspective.
585.
Yeah, I would highlight a couple of vulnerabilities. You know, as we've already said, look, there is so much potential to raise productivity growth.
Pushing, namby-pamby. Bitcoin pushing.
With the diffusion of AI. But there...
Time to get going.
We've
See you,
seen this
Solana.
before when there's a new breakthrough technology.
Bitcoin
I mean,
pushing.
The internet proved to be,
NASDAQ
anybody
dumping.
imagined, created whole new businesses.
They said NASDAQ needed to
but we
come
still
here.
got the
It's
dot-com
going
bubble.
down.
it doesn't mean there can't be a period where the market gets ahead of himself.
Bitcoin pushing.
And you see
Can
a
Solana
retrenchment.
follow?
So, look, it takes two sides to make the market. We're not in the business of giving investment advice as central bankers. But from a financial stability point of view, you look at the sort of,
Look at this volatility. This is
historical
beautiful, man.
benchmarks, PE ratios, forward ratios.
Such violence on
things
the
look
open here.
stretched
That
compared
sweep
to,
and go.
Those. So
Very
that
easy
doesn't
long.
mean
Fair value
there's a
gap
problem,
target
but
tap.
it does mean
VWAP
we need
slap.
to take that
Continuation
risk on
up.
board.
Very
The
easy
other-
trade.
The other risk we've been highlighting
Push.
is we've seen
Bitcoin hitting our
very
target
large
for the
growth
long
of
given in
hedge
advance
funds in
on the
sovereign
live stream
debt
as well,
market.
man.
To some extent,
Look at that.
that's
Target
been very
hit.
welcome. They've been very efficient in
You
buying
guys are
and
spoiled,
distributing
man.
government debt. There's lots
You
of
guys are all
issuance out there.
spoiled.
Governments need investors, but a lot of this is being done with a lot of
Where was
leverage,
my show
very
when I was
short-term
new to
leverage.
trading? That's what
And
I
that
want to
does make
ask.
you a lot of it overnight
Up
in the
$600.
and that does make you nervous that if there was a period of volatility and
Where was my show when I was new?
haircuts in repo
I'm gonna have
markets
to
went
watch
up,
all
or
these
there
other
was some
people.
disruption in repo markets, you could get a rapid unwind.
You're welcome.
Again,
I love you guys, man. I love hanging out with you guys.
markets
Thank
do
you
a
for
good job
being
of
here.
Seeing the risks that they face individually.
Great
They have a
work,
harder
everybody.
time seeing the systemic risks. These trades are very low risk for each hedge fund, but when they're all doing something similar, there could be a
Bitcoin
systemic
target
overlap.
hit.
And the idea is if we can point that out, the market can guard against
Solana.
that risk.
So,
Entry taken
Kevin referred to
late.
the
I took it
financial
late,
crisis a
but
few times, and he's
this
absolutely
was
right
the
to do
setup for
that.
Solana.
And one of the big
Whew.
questions at that time,
Gorgeous,
before it,
man.
was,
Gorgeous.
is the subprime mortgage market going to be...
Didn't like Bitcoin. I closed my long here on
cause of a
Bitcoin.
wider financial crisis? And, we didn't get that call particularly right, frankly.
But
the thing that...
at the end of the
we have
day,
to
it
bear
all
in mind
played,
is
man.
What we're trying to look for here is sort of tail risk. Is there something
Discord
in these
live today. That should be good.
that
We'll
could
do the
trigger
giveaway
a
at 10.
wider, a wider consequence in terms of financial stability. And that's, as Tiff said, that's what we're trying to do. Tiff leads the work in the Financial Stability Board globally to do that. So, we're absolutely right. So we look at the increase in leverage in core government bond markets. I mean, these markets have changed substantially. I think the thing
Michael Burry just shorted Nvidia and Tesla.
Last few months is an increase in
Good luck.
leverage in equity markets. So you look at hedge fund leverage in equity markets. You look
We
at
need 9 more
leverage,
likes to get to 200.
exchange-traded
That would
fund
be
markets.
cool, man, if you
Those
guys wouldn't
things are
mind.
changing. If you look at private credit, the questions we're asking is...
Yeah, please don't forget to
are
like and
those the
subscribe,
things that
guys.
actually can move from tail risk into a broader consequence. So then you have to say, what are the channels through which it can happen? So at the Bank of England, we're doing a second system-wide exploratory scenario to ask that very question about private credit. That's our job.
Do you see any other broader risks emerging? And do you agree with the characterization of stretched for the market?
So we are looking, obviously, yes, we do look at asset valuations because you are living in a world, you've seen this obviously.
Yeah, we can't do the
recent months
giveaway
where you've got quite a divergence
until,
between how,
until 10.
bond yields are moving and how equity markets are moving. Now, I think a lot of this comes back to what Kevin was saying about AI. I think it's explicable in broad economic terms.
Don't be a Karen.
But the question is, is that going to lead to some wider stability issue? So that's on the list. And then going back to what I was saying, I don't want to reopen it again, but frontier AI is
Happy
obviously
Canada
high on
Day,
the list
everybody.
as well. So
Thank
we've
you
got
for
quite
being
a
here.
list
God
of
bless
things that we're looking
Canadians.
at the moment.
I wonder if you, Chairman Warsh, see any
Thank you
kinds
for,
of excess trillion-dollar IPOs,
for being Canadian.
high margin debt that was referenced. I mean, other things that are going on in this market that remind you of those other times.
Well, I would say
Beautiful
I've been out
trade,
in this
everybody.
business for 15 years, but I still
Where's the
have
big
scars
resistance?
from
It's a
the
big
global
ass
financial
pink box
crisis.
above
I
us here,
suspect my
guys.
colleagues do too.
79.
We take risks
This
seriously.
is your big resistance for
and
Solana.
that's part of the
79.
reason why each of us, I think, at the core have
Big
sort of a
ass
reformer's
resistance.
heart
This
on
is retest to previous
what can
lows.
we be doing in the conduct of monetary policy? How should we be
You look how we've
revisiting
deviated,
fundamental
right?
reforms
Let me
to
get rid of my
supervision and
etch a sketch so
regulation?
you guys don't
How
get
should we
blind.
think about the payment systems
Right?
that connect us all?
So you're retesting
So
previous
this
lows in
conference
here.
is principally about monetary policy. I must admit, my first 4 weeks at the Fed, my
Right.
attention's been focused on monetary policy. But our governments have tended
So in
to
order
give us
to,
larger jobs
you know.
than that. We take it all very seriously.
I bought at
I'm
64.
not
I'm pretty
prepared
happy
to sort
about
of
that.
Make a broad
But
comment denoting risks that are
right?
available
In order
the
to
system.
get going, this
But I will
is
say
critical,
this
right?
is
And then obviously
the
your
biggest
major
time
resistance
of
around 84.
consequence to each of our
But yeah,
economies, I think, in
acceptance
our
into
lifetime,
here,
maybe
this is a
absent the
very,
shocks of 2008,
I wouldn't be
COVID
surprised.
shocks, the dramatic change in how businesses do business, how households are thinking
Can't believe we
about
bought down here,
employment
though.
and inflation. And so this is time we have to
Awesome.
go back to first
Awesome
principles.
job.
I know at the Federal Reserve with my colleagues, many of whom are here, we're doing
Yeah.
that.
It's got
So I
work
don't
to do.
wanna sound
Ascending
complacent.
triangle,
At
though,
the same
guys.
time, I do
If
wanna
you ever
say,
trade
at
Solana,
least for the
always
United
understand the
States, this is a
ascending
time of
triangle,
huge
man. This is
opportunity.
when the
And if
bull,
the Fed can
the bull
deliver
push
on
starts,
its
man.
remit to deliver prices, I've never been more optimistic about what the growth engine of the U.S. could
This
produce.
is the moves.
The
When you
growth
get
outlook
bull
of the US
bull
economy
markets,
this
this
year
is how it
is
starts.
We're playing Mad Libs
If you've
now?
traded Solana long time, like I have, look.
So I would just say
You don't
this,
need to be
over the
rocket
last 4
scientist,
quarters
okay?
in the
You don't need to be a
US,
rocket scientist. You just need to
productivity
know
is in the
that
high 2%
my
range.
cousin Yagbeg
So
Kuliegbai,
potential
he's
growth
town
looks like
rapist.
it's trended
Only
up. This
humans,
is a time
all
when
right?
labor markets, hours
He is
worked are
town
relatively
rapist.
flat.
Only humans.
History says that we go from periods of low productivity to periods of high productivity.
I like.
Nothing is in the
Yes,
bank at
very
this time
nice.
of consequence. But
Valhallas.
last 4 quarters
That's
are an
how you
indication,
trade
which is
Solana.
really largely before the advent of the new surge in what
Right.
artificial intelligence can do. I think there's reason to be optimistic. Now, does that optimism convey into policy in the next 6 or 9 months? Still too soon.
Oh, you guys are fucking spoiled.
You're back to forward guidance. I'm going to disabuse you of trying to extract that. My view, and
Pump
my
it to
colleagues,
the
I think, have
moon.
said this better than
I like.
My view is financial markets and the real economy work
You will
best
never get this.
when you
One
look
day
at
he break
what's
out of
happening in
his
the real
cage
economy.
and he
You
get
make your
this.
own judgments.
Great success.
There has been a tendency, and I take plenty of blame from this, the 08 crisis, where we were
You
trying to
shut up,
suppress
man. What are you
volatility,
doing in
but
here,
we thought we
man?
needed to
Go and hump.
spoon-feed markets to get out of that. That was the right policy for a crisis.
Who are you,
It is
man?
not the right policy
Go
for the
email
time that we have
yourself.
now. And so
Do
sometimes
the reach
unlearning
around,
is
bro.
harder than learning,
Get
and
out
I'm
of my
gonna
chat.
Keep at it.
Okay, so what are the, President Lagarde, how do you think about the best levers to boost growth in the Eurozone right now?
Capital Market Union.
You've been hammering this.
28th regime and boost the venture capital. Okay, so that would be on the growth front. But I would like to add
ISM
something,
or
thanks to
no,
the
not
veterans
ISM. What's coming out in 10
at
minutes?
this
ISM, 10
to
minutes,
show the
guys.
people we
Great
have
long.
a strong, solid, robust
Great,
banking system,
great work, everybody.
which
We
is strongly
fucking killed it
well-regulated,
today, guys.
well-supervised. And I
I'm
think we should
I'm done
be
for the day. I
cautious
think.
about
Just let
what
this
we
fucking
are
run.
throwing away by way of simplification. So we do simplify things, and I'm delighted that, for instance, the ECB has done away with 40 different set of declaration disclosures that were unnecessary out of the 100.
Oh, what a trade.
So we have to go through that
Buy
process.
level,
But I
give it
think we
in
have to
advance
be
in the
cautious about
Discord, guys.
How risks actually move. And
This was the
risks
long,
were
the
squarely
swing
in
long
the
given in
banking
the
system back
Discord.
in 2007, 2008, when we were all together
Okay.
fighting this global financial crisis. Risks travel fast,
Yesterday,
and there is no limit to the imagination
Yesterday,
of those in the
this was the
financial
long
sector who
given in
are
the
trying
Discord.
to make money, as is their business. And
I
who
took
are
it.
taking risks. But the question is really who eventually ends up taking the risk and sweeping the mess.
if you do want to
So I
join
would
the
contend that
Discord,
this
the
regulatory
best
work
Discord
that
in
we
all
did at the
crypto.
time, we need to be very attentive, as
I think it
Andrew
deleted
suggested,
the banner.
to make sure that the risk that
You
have
can
moved
use the
and
code
traveled
vanilla.
afar through different structures, bodies, and the different names.
AlexOCrypto.com. Use the code vanilla. Trade setups, 8 different
carefully,
traders.
and that the right
Setup
measures are
signals.
taken to protect
Never
the public
financial
good and
advice.
to
The best
protect
learning
the
experience
principle
you'll
of
have.
who
200
takes
videos.
risks, bear the
We're always
responsibility
improving, making
that
it
goes
better, catering
The
it
other
to your
big
needs.
topic that I
Join
know
if you want to join.
that you
If
all
you don't
think
want to
about
join,
and
just
is
come and
part of your
chill here. I mean,
remit is
we're
the
spoon
balance
feeding
sheet.
anyways. So
And
if you're
Chairman
new to
Warsh, you
trading,
had talked about before you
might be your
became
best
Fed chairman,
investment.
the
You
balance
have
sheet
all the
is too
videos.
big
You can
in the
pay.
United States. So it's
Look at
at
it this way. You pay
6.7
80
trillion
bucks.
right now. What
Okay,
level
you
would
pay
be
80 bucks
comfortable
for
with
1
that
month.
at?
You go in, you digest all of the strategies and training videos. 200 videos. You just go in, You'll watch all the videos, you'll
balance sheet.
learn,
Okay, we're just among
and then
friends.
you cancel your
We have a
membership.
task force for that too.
Great.
Okay.
We're gonna
You
play
go and
drinking
implement
game
these
on
strategies that you've learned, and then you come back and be like, Alex, you changed my life. I'm going to join your Discord anyways because of all the information that you front ran me. Okay. That's what I would do. If I was a new trader and I was a brokey, I would pay $80 for the Discord. I go and digest. I wouldn't even look at the signals or the setups. I just go and digest all the content.
It's always struck me that interest rate policy,
because I know I'm a good teacher.
the broad constellation
That's
of our
one thing I know I'm
citizens.
good at is
Interest
teaching.
rate policy, whether we move it up or down, transmits its way into a new mortgage, credit card debt, transmits its way through a lending channel and credit channel. I've always had a view that the balance sheet works mostly through asset prices, works mostly through signaling effects.
I'm not a fucking trade,
My
man.
4 weeks at the Fed haven't disabused me of that idea. As we're hearing an alarm, that must be my way of saying that I've gone too far on the balance sheet. But we have a task force that you'll find out of outside people that are going to debate this topic, bring it back to my colleagues and me to see whether we can have a judgment about whether the balance sheet should be made smaller. The only thing that I'll repeat here, which I've said repeatedly, is if there's a change in balance sheet policy, it'll be a change of my colleagues in the FOMC and the board.
NASDAQ sweep and bounce.
Well deliberated publicly, well understood, and will not be implemented until financial markets have come to understand what those are. It took
420
us
for
about
beautiful
18 years
Tesla.
to find our way into this big balance sheet.
Breakout,
which again, in my
retest,
biased
continuation
view,
for Bitcoin,
borders on fiscal
long
policy.
given in advance.
Took us 18 years to get out of it. It'll take us more than
You guys are all getting
18
paid
weeks to bring it down to
today.
size. I'm open-minded on the question.
News
We're
in
not
8
gonna
minutes.
prejudge it, but I want interest rate policy to be the working oar for monetary policy.
Governor Bailey, you've been focused on the balance sheet. I guess at one point we were asking how big can your balance sheets get, and now I'm wondering how small they can get.
Well, look, there's a nice sort of sense of irony I appreciate from this conversation because I've been accused of having too big a balance sheet and reducing it too quickly. So, well, really. So can I go back to forward guidance for a moment because I've really eschewed forward guidance.
Target hit on Solana.
I really don't step into this world of saying we want ample reserves, we want big reserves, small reserves. My line has always been
Fly
we will
me
meet the
to
system's
the
demand
moon.
for reserves because that's the system's demand for liquidity. Now, we will also spend a lot of time, by the way, understanding why the system wants the liquidity it wants.
Great trade,
and
everybody.
Also, the key other point which Kevin has made very forcefully is that's the way we actually implement monetary policy.
Yeah.
Through the short-term interest rate, transmitting out of our balance sheet into the system, and that works very well. So our world is look. We will meet the system.
Otter Task Force.
We will seek to understand
Ada's moving.
very
That
closely why it's
I
doing
believe
that.
in miracles.
The other policy I have is that I want to take interest rate risk off the central bank's balance sheet because with a public balance sheet.
Can you show me a
interest rate
preview
risk
of
should
what
be
the
in
trade
market,
signal
not
looked
on
like?
our balance sheet.
I
So
went and
that's why
entered
we're
last
moving
night
to
with
a
everyone.
repo asset side of our balance sheet because that takes the interest rate risk off our balance sheet, which is what should be the case.
You mentioned the.
Here's the idea today. Everybody in the Discord knows if I put a trade on the screen, it's a trade. You can take it if you want.
We must have a sensible policy for moving to.
I said, here we go. Here comes the SFP last night. So we were looking for this to come back down.
Demand for reserves. So yes, it went
Here's your
up,
video
but it
update.
went above that level during the QE period. It's
We're
coming
looking
down
for the
to
bottom
that
here.
level.
There's our trade setup last night.
The interest rate risk off
Sweep
our
of the low.
balance
There's
sheet.
the long.
Those are the policies we're
Right?
pursuing.
That's
and
what we're
I
looking
think those are
for.
the right policies.
Right?
Politics,
Given this
do you get let off the
idea
hook,
on the
Governor
update
Malcolm,
last
because
night for
you're the
Asia.
Prime Minister used to be in this seat?
Right? Looking for that higher low. Sweep and bounce.
We get some free advice from
Here's the setup
elected officials
and the
across
chart.
the country. And as I tell them,
Here we go.
I appreciate
Here's the trade
understanding
taken
what's going on
with
in the
everybody.
country. I appreciate understanding what's going on across the country, but
Update this
I
morning.
don't appreciate,
Trade idea this morning. There's the
telling you
trade
what we-
on the chart.
what we should do with interest rates.
And here's
you've got your
everybody
job,
today.
We've got our job.
Making money.
And that needs to be respected. So
There's your.
I'll just come back to the balance sheet.
And that's just me, man. There.
Interestingly, if
Ask
you
the Discord
compare
about
different
Kyle
central banks,
and Brewberry
you'll see
and
a
Wave
pretty
Cipher.
wide range of sizes.
That's just
in
me,
Canada,
guys. That's
we
just
didn't
me.
do
I ain't
QE
perfect, but
in 08, 09. Fortunately, in Canada, no banks
as a
failed.
community,
we did get a big shock, but it wasn't so big that we needed to invoke that emergency policy.
we're always
We
prepared.
did
Let's
use
put it that
QE,
way.
In the pandemic. It's the only time we have used it. But the fact that we only did it once meant that our balance sheet wasn't as big to start with, and we let the bonds
You
run
just
off, so our
subscribed,
balance
Sonny?
sheet has
Welcome,
run
man.
back to
Welcome
its
to the
steady
family,
state.
bro. God bless you. Get into those
And if
videos,
you compare
especially the
central
Musk
banks, they said the
videos.
size of the balance sheets can be pretty different. I mean, Canada's balance sheet as a percentage.
Which one is
Bank of
Kyle?
Canada's balance sheet as a percentage of GDP
Kyle?
is about a
This
third
one
of the
here? It
Fed's.
says Kyle, TA.
Now,
Long
look,
setup.
Canada's not the world's
Short
global
setups.
reserve currency, so yeah, there might be
Market
some differences
structure.
here. But I think the results of
Kyle
Kevin's,
took the long down here.
task force is going to be very
Kyle's copy
informative to
trading me
us.
now.
And the other thing I'll say about balance sheets is it's a very inside baseball kind of discussion. It's not the sort of thing most Canadians are really that engaged in. But it does, it is
Smart
how
money
we,
concepts.
there is an element of how do we implement monetary policy? What is the demand for reserves? We've spent the last couple days talking about new kinds of money. What do those potentially mean?
Swing trades.
For our balance sheet? So these are questions we need some thinking on.
In the short
Here
time
comes
that we have
ISM,
left,
guys.
President Lagarde, I did want to get to you on this political point, and because you have been a forceful voice for central bank independence. I know you continue.
It wasn't
to
showing
do
in my
so,
Discord?
And you, I mean, unlike these
should,
guys,
man.
you have to
All of
bow
that should
more
be
than
showing.
20 different governments and
Unless you
leaders,
didn't click the
21,
tab down
21.
or something like that, bro.
You're a pro at that. I'm curious if you think
Great
that
trade,
there
everybody.
are, if you look across, if you
I'm
look
gonna
out and
close
see
it there.
serious risks to central bank independence.
GG's in the chat, everybody. I'm close. I'm out of that trade now. Solana closed.
Said Governor Lisa Cook keep her job.
Okay.
I think, the best way we
Quick
can actually all
700,
do our
600.
job, is to be number one accountable. Number
Close
two,
that one up there.
and the two come
Nice
together.
scalp long.
When I go to the
Good
European
runner.
Parliament on a regular basis to
GG's,
report on
baby.
what we do,
Taking
to
the trade,
explain
showing the trades.
What we do, that's the counterpart for this independence that we have. Staying in our mandate, the entirety of the mandate is also the sine qua non condition for deserving that independence, which is a precious good. Without
Gave
which
the
we
long
would not
down
do a
here,
good job.
guys.
That's my
Good
view.
job on that long
How did
as
you feel
well.
about the Supreme Court ruling, Chairman Warsh?
We were doing so well. So
Gave the long on
before
Solana
the
here.
Supreme Court, the
I got
Fed
in late.
acted independently and
Up
followed
to the
its
highs.
remit. After the Supreme Court ruling, the Fed will continue to
Climbing.
do so.
This could.
I
I'm
read
just
the
getting up
opinion
because
on
I
the
mean
plane
it's,
over
it's
here.
peanuts right now. It's like another
One of the
70 bucks. Okay.
secrets of the productivity
I'd rather
economic
re-enter
growth
as a
that I was
scalper,
talking
so
about
we'll see.
at the outset is because of the constitutional design in the U.S.
Great work, family.
It's the foundational element that has given us 250 years of outperforming expectations. I believe in Article 3 judges. I believe in the rule of law. We'll follow the Supreme Court decision, but day to day, the decision reaffirms what President Lagarde already said. We are calling balls and strikes as best we can. We're taking seriously the reform objective. And we're
Okay,
gonna
news is
deliver
coming out.
on the high promise that Congress gave us to deliver price stability in the context of our dual mandate. And when we do that, we don't have to worry about politics. We don't have to worry about judicial intervention. We get to look in front of us because it's a challenging step.
We want to see this
Okay,
come
we have a minute
in
left. I'm gonna ask
above
everybody one quickie for everybody.
53.6.
Two quickies, actually. Governor Bailey, I'll start with you. So,
He's trying to have a
favorite
quickie with
economic
a
indicator right now.
Warsh.
Your favorite economic indicator right now.
Oh, that's a trap question as well. You see, that's a trap question into forward guidance.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
I'm trying.
I'll tell you what, I'll answer it.
Oh, there you are.
My inflation forecast.
Oh, there you go. Governor Bailey, you have to answer.
Well, look, we look at a whole range of data.
Oh, God.
I mean, honestly, if you sat through our meetings, you would see more data than you could ever dream of.
53.3 comes in a little bit below.
I'll say this,
Not
I
bad
spent a long
though.
time going around the country, and I
A
talk
little
to
bit
lot of
below.
businesses, and it's absolutely imperative that we stay in touch with the economy.
President Lagarde?
Inflation outlook, balance of risk, underlying inflation, transmission of monetary policy. Thank you.
Chairman Warsh.
I guess I have the last word. with the new with the data project, the data task force, my hope, my aspiration
into
is
resistance
that
here on
9, 12
Bitcoin.
months from now, we're going to be using new technologies to understand what's happening in the real economy.
They're just pushing the they're just pushing it down the road here. I'm really not interested in them anymore. Fucking shut up. Sorry for swearing. What a beautiful trading day today, guys. We've absolutely slapped the out of this market today. We caught the trade. Taking the trades, showing the trades every single day, man. Beautiful trades today. Let's go, all you top blasters. We'll do the top blasting song for all y'all. Because, you know, you be top blasting. We be doing a giveaway every single Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's do it, baby. GG's in the chat, baby. Good work, everybody. GG's. Congratulations to whoever wins these. Let's see some otters in the chat. This was how we were born in the bear, man. Congratulations, CHA@AOL.com. Can we spam some otters today for the absolute plethora of trades and great setups today? Incredible. Incredible. Spoon feeding for real. Congratulations on your 500 there, Cha. Let's spam those otters, baby. BEL, congratulations, Mr. Hotmail.com. Still using his Hotmail account. Giveaway today in the Discord. Don't miss the live stream, but we'll be doing a giveaway in the Discord today as well. Congratulations to another Alex, maybe. I don't participate, so maybe you guys won. Congratulations, everybody. Rigged. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a wonderful live stream. Discord, I'll have an update for you guys. You guys are incredible. It's been fun, man. It's been a fun stream today. Great work. Great work. Taking the trades, showing the trades, all that shit. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. God bless you guys. Happy hump day. Trade safe. Much love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chip's low. AlexOCrypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. AlexOCrypto. 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 What you know about juice? Making them moves that are flow casual, breaking the